Hose with feelings.
Hose with feelings.
Hose with feelings.
Hose with feelings. With Karolena Teresa
and Melissa Rich.
I remember cigarettes. Those were the days.
Do you miss cigarettes or do you just miss vaping?
I do sometimes miss. I miss vaping most of all.
I would miss cigarettes so much if I was pregnant.
But I do sometimes, especially when I'm like, sometimes when I like walk by someone smoking a cigarette and I'm like, especially at nighttime, and I'm like,
yeah. Well, in the way that you miss wine, it's like a somatic, visceral experience to have a cigarette.
Yes.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's very sad. Look at this cup of water that Maxime got me.
I feel good for you. It's regular water. I got you sparkling.
That was so nice of you. How are you feeling today?
You know, I'm feeling really angsty today.
Oh.
I've been feeling kind of angsty this week.
Yeah.
Just very like, I'm like, bitch, you have to grow up. Stop being such a brat.
How's this going to happen for me?
Give me.
You have nails too.
A couple of them have fallen off. Don't worry about it.
The whole podcast is us trying to open a can. That was so fast. Good job. Oh, because you have a couple of fingers off. Oh, okay, cool.
And the plan was to put them back on, but
wait, are you you're panicking about what you're gonna have to do? Are you panicking about the birth or the product of?
I'm angsty because I'm just like grumpy. Because I'm just like feeling kind of just like everyone kind of feels like my enemy a little bit right now. Although like this week I've had my parents around a lot, and I think it's making me kind of revert mentally to like being a child a little bit.
Well, what a departure for you. How crazy. That's so wild. The way that you act around your parents, truly, I watch you transform into a 7-year-old every time you're around them. It's crazy.
Yeah, and they've been around a lot this week.
That's nice, though.
My TLC is here from Guatemala, and they've been like helping me get my house together. So they're like folding my laundry and putting my laundry away and like doing my dishes. Yeah. I'm just being honest. Like, listen, I know it sounds bad.
No, why does
I see it in your eyes, Melissa.
What?
You're like, oh.
No, I think that's amazing and normal.
But it's also because
that's normal.
You're pregnant and I am tired all the time. And I am like, I really don't have a lot in me.
I don't think that you should be doing dishes or cleaning or anything right now. You're like 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, I'm not. So like they were at my house, I think 3 times this week.
Great.
2 or 3 times this week.
Perfect.
We're supposed to come today. I'm going to see them again tomorrow.
If you see anything in my eyes, it's being like, that would never happen for me. Or maybe it would. I don't know. Do I see my mom coming in town? My mom, I was thinking about this. My mom has not seen any apartment that I have lived in over 10 years. Isn't that
crazy.
insane? I know.
It's, but everybody's family is different.
Everyone's different. No, I think that's amazing. Different,
and you have to remember that.
I
and
think
it
that's
doesn't mean it's
gorgeous
bad or good.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. If she comes in town, we're out, we're doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that's the last episode. I was thinking about it. I was like, wow, I really did have a lot of faith in you and you being prepared. And then I was like, what gave me that? That's what gives me that. You are like supported down.
Yeah. They do support me down. But it's just making me kind of be a little bratty, and I don't want to be bratty. I clock it though. At least I clock it.
You clock it and you can do whatever you want right now.
That's kind of
how I feel. You can do whatever you want right now. You're pregnant.
That's kind of how I feel.
You're pregnant.
I did a show. We went to see Kat's show. Well, I did it, and I was like, oh my God, I miss going out and having fun and doing stand up and like seeing people because I'm a homebody now.
Yeah, but you won't. Oh, or no, maybe you will be now. Actually,
a little bit in the beginning. I think I have to a little bit.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine because but. It's so funny. I think this is like the most I've wanted to go out since I've been pregnant. It's like in the last 2 weeks.
That's interesting.
I think because I know my time is coming where I won't
you're like,
be able to do anything, that I'm like a little desperately like, I just want to see people and hang out and like smell the smell of the vape smoke when they walk by me.
Right. Right. Cool. How am I doing? Thank you so much for asking.
I was going to ask.
I'm good. I'm hungover. I experienced something really insane that has changed my work life.
Oh,
we talked about this briefly, but I wanted to let the audience in. Actually, I don't think we've even told the audience that for the first time, I'm working in an office.
And it's
which
intense.
is crazy. I can't believe everyone's been doing this. First of all, just the pure amount of hours.
But you also have to set up the scene that like Melissa's been doing like
I've been gigging.
Gig work for years.
Yeah.
No office jobs. You were doing the bus tours. You were doing,
I was doing the Sex and City
writing
bus tour.
For different magazines and like all this other different stuff. So
and I still am doing many other jobs than they know about. But yeah, this fell into my lap. A recruiter called me out of nowhere, found my resume from, I'm not joking, 2015. This girl was like, you live in my neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. Girl, she's an elderly woman. And she was like, hello, Melissa, I found a perfect job for you. Like, so funny. I was like, what neighborhood? She goes, Greenpoint. Years and years ago. So I was like, okay, this is so old. So yeah, it fell into my lap out of nowhere. And now I am in the workforce.
But at the end of the day,
can you believe it?
There is nothing like a consistent paycheck, my darling.
Oh, it's incredible.
It's like, every 2 weeks.
Getting those drops, crazy. Okay, so I went to Mexico, which I will get into. First day I'm there, I'm like, yes, I'm here. It's sunny. I'm outside. I'm having a coffee and a cig. I'm enjoying the day. I'm about to go to a museum. I get a text from an ally in the office who says, hey, do you have a sec? Sorry, I know you're off. I'm like, oh God. I just texted, oh God. She calls me. She's like, hey, redacted. A C-level executive found your Instagram. He knows you're in Mexico. He's telling everyone, which doesn't seem like a big deal. But if you've seen my Instagram, it's a little bit messy. And also, they haven't known that I'm a comedian. I've been living a double life. They think I'm just like kind of a normal girl.
Okay, but I have a
doing
question.
A job.
What were you in trouble for? Being in Mexico?
No, it's just the invasion of privacy. It's someone digging out to find my other identity. And now they all know about it. And it's a different vibe now. They all know.
So when you got back to the office,
they're probably watching right now.
God, don't say that.
It's crazy. Nobody said anything, but it's just a different vibe. Like, am I crazy? Do you know what I mean?
Do you feel
it's just a
that
different,
there's a different vibe?
Yes, of course. Now they know too much about me.
Well, yeah, if they're looking at your
It's
Instagram.
different. And like, it's different if you just have a job and you go to work. If you have a day job and then like another identity at night, it's a different vibe.
It is. I mean, I was exposed once.
See, you get it.
Yeah, when I worked for that British makeup brand, and I was exposed, and they were so mean to me once they found out about it. They hated it.
Because then it's like, oh, this isn't your actual life.
Even
though this is all of our actual life. There is nothing wrong with it. And I'm not in trouble.
You're not in trouble. You just feel exposed.
But it was just like, and it was, it was a picture of Frank getting tequila poured in his mouth. Like, it didn't look great for everyone to be like around the office. And then I had to find their Instagrams and like try to like block all of them. It was so annoying.
Yeah. Well,
I know.
You're a grown-ass woman. You're an adult.
And that is fine. And that's what I really had to remind myself.
Yeah. You can drink.
I can do whatever I want.
You can. I want to do whatever.
But it was annoying. It was a very annoying start to the trip. But I was only upset about it for like a couple hours. But it was annoying.
Yeah.
Whatever. Also on this trip, I had a dental tourism adventure.
Well, Frank had a dental tourism adventure.
Doesn't this sound like the straightest conversation you've ever heard? Like, I just don't see a gay couple having to be like, my partner had to have 17 root canals and whatever, and we went to Mexico to do it. I was just like, this is just so having a boyfriend behavior, isn't it?
During Pride
of all months. It was crazy. But it was really good, actually. We had a really good time. It was, while we were there for that, it was one of the first trips where we had been like not going to London to see like his friends and family, not going to a wedding, not going to whatever. Like, we hadn't had like a trip to like
it was just the two of you.
It was so nice. You got to get fucked up together every once in a while. Not you, don't do it. But you have to like just get wasted, the two of you, every once in a while.
I agree with that. I think that's the best part
healthy.
Of relationships. But unfortunately, I can never do that because Hamade's Muslim.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah. So it's just me getting fucked up.
Wow. So yeah, and not Not now.
Not
Wait.
now.
Okay, shower plans are getting well underway. Are you excited?
I don't have a dress. I don't have anything to wear.
Oh my God,
so
what am I going to wear too?
I don't know what I'm going to wear. I waited last minute to get the dress that I wanted, and now it's in England, and I know it won't be here on time.
Damn.
Yeah. And then, but I'm also sort of kind of just like, I'll figure it out.
It's going to be
shake
fine.
out in some way.
I like something like this. Have the belly out. I think wear something crazy.
You know what's crazy that you're
like
saying?
a Rihanna fun
Well, that's
thing.
what I want to do, something fun, and I was thinking crazy. I'll show you some of the options that I'm thinking.
Okay.
But my mom specifically was like, please don't have your belly out. Please, Karolena. And I was like, I'm going to do what I want to do.
If not now, when? I feel like you're finally getting to the place in pregnancy where it's like the bump is so obvious that you have to, you have to just show it.
And I do. She doesn't want it out. Like, she doesn't want skin out, but I don't care. Like, I'm going to do what I want. Although the dress that I am thinking about now, if it'll come in time, it's tight, but it's not showing my stomach. Like, no skin, but it is tight. And you will see that I'm pregnant.
Then that's cute.
Yeah. My thing about just 91 people RSVP'd. And then I was looking at it and I was like, some of these people are coming. They just haven't RSVP'd. Mostly Holly's family.
Right. Will they be like, oh my God, her belly's out?
No, I'm not too worried about that.
Cool.
They know me.
Great.
They know me. They know who they're dealing with.
Then wear what you want to wear.
No, I'm just my mind, what I'm wrapping my mind around is so many people coming.
Yeah.
It's a big party.
Well, I just went to a massive baby shower, so I feel like
did?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not worried about that. I think it's just a different vibe when you have that many people there. I think it's tougher to be like, let's all play a game together at the same time, which I hate. So I think that's cool.
We don't have to do that.
Well, no, you'll see. It's gonna be great.
I think I trust. I don't trust my sister, but I do trust.
I gotta say you should.
Well,
you should. She's actually really planning and killing
I'm talking about with like the actual like decorations and taste level. I don't know if I trust her to exactly.
Well, Paris is doing it.
Paris is. Oh, thank God for Paris, and I know that Artie's also helping with that, and thank God for Artie, because when it comes to because Kendra would make it very baby shower ish. I already told her, don't fucking do blue.
No,
we're not
the
doing
colors.
blue because I know the colors because I was like, I don't want blue and white and like I don't want this like gendered weird boy. She would. She's not, because I stopped her. She 100% would give me like and this is no offense to anyone who wants to have that kind of baby shower, but that's so not me.
Right.
To have like a gendered blue and white, like I don't know, like little lions and shit. I don't know.
I can't see her making that choice for you. Okay.
She was going there.
I always feel like I have to stand up for Kendra. Because
I see that. That's crazy.
I don't know. Just when we had our call, I was like, oh, she's working so hard. She's so stressed out. It's very sweet.
She's working really hard, and I respect that. But I am glad that I did kind of say, like, this is the vibe that I want. And I just now have to just trust. I'm glad I'm not involved in it too much, because I feel like it would stress me out. The closer
You're
it's
not
getting.
supposed to be.
I mean,
right?
some people do plan their own baby showers.
That's stressful.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm a type B type of person. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you type A.
Do you think I am?
Kind of. I guess you're both.
That's a good question. I mean, I can be if I need to like lock into it.
You can be. It's harder for me to be type A than it is for you.
You know what it is? I think like when I'm around type A people, I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Well, of course.
And then, because I'm like, I hate that vibe.
Yeah.
But then when someone is not organized, then I'm like, I need to be the organized one.
I like a type A vibe. Like, it's hard for me. It depends, because when my sister's
I guess
being
I don't
want
to jump in on it. You know what I mean? Then I'm like, okay, I'll let you handle it. I'll
follow.
Passenger princess. Yeah. And then other times not. Honestly, that's something that like I struggle with in my relationship, because like if sometimes I'm very much like, where's the grown up? Where's the grown up here? If like he's not like being type A, taking charge, like whatever, like for this trip, you remember it got postponed 1 million times. He would come and be like, we're booking tickets. Here's the dates. Those dates passed. I was like, I'm going to kill myself. And that felt I was being type A. Because I'm like, when are we going?
But
when are we booking?
unfortunately,
Where are these
sometimes-
flights? And I get it. Like, I book flights really late, but Frank books flights so late.
But sometimes
Like,
in
day
relationships, someone
before.
has to, the roles have to switch it in and out a
And
little
we
bit.
do switch. We do switch.
I hate when I have to be the type A person.
I know. That's
And
what
when
I'm
I have to be the
saying.
type A person, I'm forced to be the type A person.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like paperwork and stuff like that, because I'm more familiar with it, Hamide's like, okay, we need to file this. We need to do
Neither
this.
of us are doing paperwork.
We need to do, I mean, see, I don't want to do the paperwork, but because he's like, these are the things that we have to do. He'll always remember the dates and the this and the that. And he's like, gets on me because I'm more in charge of it.
I need a third. We need a third in our relationship who does that stuff. Neither of us are. Oh God.
I did Marie and Sydney's podcast, and we were talking about marriage or something, and they were like, well, shouldn't your spouse just do what you say? They said something crazy like, you should just he should just do whatever you say. Like, and I was like, that bitch, are you living in La La Land? That's not how real relationships work. Sorry, babe. I just feel like people live in La La Land sometimes when it comes to relationships.
What do you mean? Like
because I was like, I give the example. I was like, Hamide is the love of my life, but I do not listen to everything that he tells me to do or listen to everything that he says.
But like, what's he telling you to do?
Like, it doesn't matter if I don't like it or if I don't want to do it. I'm going to be like, no, I don't like that. Do you know what I mean?
Were they saying that in a gendered way? Like men should do whatever women say, or you should do whatever your partner says?
No. They were saying it kind of like I think it was a little gendered, but also just in general, I think people have this blanket idea that like in relationships, like in order to have a good relationship or a healthy relationship, like on TikTok, when you see people criticizing other couples, they're like, I don't like the way he looked at her, and I don't like the way she said that to him, and I don't like this, and I don't like that. Like those couples on social media couples, I'm just saying.
Couples.
No, I mean real couples, but I'm just saying people critique the way that other people behave in relationships.
That's fucked up. I don't think like, well, I guess if you're putting it out there for people to critique on your relationship,
it's like
you're
you,
kind of, I guess, asking for
but
it.
I'm also just like when I see these comments, I'm like, so you're trying to tell me that I'm going to be with somebody for the rest of my life and they're not going to get on my fucking nerves? Well, and I'm going to listen to everything that they say? And we just are always going to be nice to each other and we're never going to have attitude?
Someone was like, women should listen to everything that their husband says, then that's like.
But also not every husband is listening to everything that the wife is saying.
I think that's a better vibe. That's a better vibe.
It's a better vibe.
I don't think anyone would look at you and say you should listen to everything your husband says. That's a
No, that's not what they were saying to me.
Okay.
That's not what they were saying to me at all. They were saying like,
Hamide should do what you say.
Yes, and I was like, he doesn't.
Right.
He does a lot of
Frank
what I say.
Frank definitely does not do what I say.
He does try, though.
No.
No, I'm saying they do try. We wouldn't be with them if they didn't try.
Yes, maybe he tries. Here's the thing. The real tea is if I am taking the energy to tell you what to do, we're already in a losing battle. If I'm like, especially when it comes to like taking care of yourself, like shit that I cannot do for you, then I'm like already pissed off because it's like I'm taking my energy to be like, do this. Now I'm mommy.
Yeah.
Now I'm mommy. And I don't want that dynamic of you need to listen to me and do what I say. If I like want food and I want you to make me food, you should listen to me for that.
Melissa?
But I cannot be like running your life. I can't go to the gym for you. I can't get a haircut for you. And me being like, go to the gym, get a haircut. And now I'm like, I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely exhausted. And I hate that vibe. You have to be
but I don't get to be that person. I'm the one that needs to be told what to do sometimes. That's why when you complain about that,
Frank just doesn't. Frank just doesn't tell me what to do. Like he could.
He could, but he doesn't. See,
I mean, I'm like messy. I do. There's a lot of stuff that he could tell me to do. He just doesn't.
Because he's a sweetie. See, no, I need to be told to do stuff sometimes or I won't do it.
Like what?
Like responsibility things.
Like taxes?
Tax is a good example.
I need someone to tell me to do my taxes. That's what I'm saying. Like, I am forced
taxes,
into grown-up
bills, like looking at the bills and like taking care of everything. That doesn't come naturally to me. It's not something I enjoy doing. Filling out paperwork. I hate filling out
what
paperwork.
What paperwork are you guys doing?
I mean,
like as green card stuff.
We were doing that. That really annoyed me. We had to take this car place to the small business. Like that is marriage shit. Like, go to small business
so
court.
scary.
It's marriage shit. And then it's like,
That's how I felt about the dental surgery, to be honest with you.
That's marriage shit.
I really didn't expect this, but like, so basically he went in for one appointment, comes out, we have an amazing day. We're popping around. I was like, this is not bad. I thought this was going to be crazy. The next surgery, wow. It was nuts. First of all, like they said, it was going to be like a few hours. It was way longer than that. He was not fully put under.
So he was in pain.
He wasn't in pain, but like he was aware of the passing of time, which is never what you want to be experiencing during dental work.
You can't fall asleep when they're in your mouth drilling and shit.
You know what he did for a little bit. Never underestimate leisure center's ability to fall asleep.
Wow.
He can fall asleep. But I think he was awake for
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
I sent Melissa a video of Tom Hardy going sneaker shopping. And I was like, this is Frank.
I know.
And Frank, literally, in the new show that I have to like text Frank and tell him to watch, that I was telling you about Mobland, I'm telling you, if in another world, Frank would be a fixer like Tom Hardy's character.
Yeah.
Just like
walking. Well, if he could get his shit together to do it.
No, he could. He could do it. I'm telling you right now.
No, he
You don't see Frank though. You don't know Frank the way I do. You don't see him the way I do.
That's true. That's true. You guys are really close.
I'm telling you, he would be a great fixer because he knows people. He knows how to move. He knows how to. He's a thinker. I'm telling you, Frank would be a great fixer.
I will watch that show. He did try to watch it with me, and then I don't know what I probably just put on something. It's probably bullshit. But okay, so we get out of the dental surgery. First of all, during the dental surgery, I go to the grocery store. I buy every yogurt and ice cream that they have. I'm like, I'm an amazing girlfriend. Look at me getting all this stuff that he can just eat, whatever, with no teeth. And first of all, he didn't get no teeth. These are all there. It's the back ones. But he can't, whatever. So, because he's very specific. He's like, I'm not getting the British, like, fucking chiclets, whatever. Get back to the doctor. They're like, oh, we can't have dairy. Everything I bought is dairy. So I'm like, great. So I'm sitting there in the waiting room. Everything is melting. Literally, there's like chocolate on the floor.
You should have tried to eat it.
I did. I was starving. I was literally just like eating yogurts, waiting for his ass. It was raining, whatever. He gets out of there. I was like, oh my God. It's all on me, first of all. I was like, you're fucked up. Like, it was just like, puffed. He's like, I need to lay down. I'm like, okay. I'm like getting us in a car. I have to go to the pharmacy and everyone speaks Spanish only. I'm very good at Spanish in my mind. I cannot speak it aloud. I don't know what happens to me. I'm good with languages. Something about Spanish. I just want to say buenos dias to everything. I was like, and I thought in Mexico City, everyone would speak English. Not the case. No. It was so crazy. Turns out Frank speaks Spanish. Didn't know that. I was like, thank God.
See what I mean about
but he
Frank?
wasn't there. So I'm trying to find all this stuff. I have to get a solution. I'm running around. And then it was just kind of this feeling of like, I don't know why. I was like resisting it for a moment. Like I was kind of like, I don't need to caretake. Like it was so weird.
That is tea.
It was so weird. That like I was tea. Like, what? Because I'm a woman.
Yes,
like,
yes.
What? Like I was like, it's been 2 days of me taking care of him, but I'm like, wow, I've really lost myself. Like, what?
Yeah,
it's been 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't know. I literally had an extra therapy session. I was like, what is happening?
That feeling is it's like that feeling makes me so angry. It makes me so angry. That feeling of just like, why
do I have to do this?
All of a sudden,
like,
I'm a woman.
He can't move. Yeah.
I have to be the woman.
I'm a 1950s housewife getting you your medicine.
Yeah. What? And it makes me angry. I think being pregnant has made me feel that way a lot.
I get that.
And I'm just like, you should be. A part of me is like, so grateful for him. So like, what a good husband. He's going to be an amazing father. Yesterday, my back was hurting me because I went to a bunch of different stores and like, I was just like, you don't care. And you know me, you don't care about my back. And like, you don't care about me. And then I look, he's on his phone. He's on Macy's.com looking for a dress for me for the baby shower.
Stop it.
Because I'm complaining about how I don't have a dress for the baby shower.
That's really sweet.
I mean, I would never let him choose my dress because he doesn't have good style.
Macy's.com, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd hate it on Macy's.com. I'm sure there's something that might be there,
you
but
could probably, I
don't think how many could find it.
Macy's.com, I don't know. But that's sweet that he was trying. Oh my God, I would have loved to see what he picked.
Oh, he showed me a dress and I said, Hamde, that's not even my style.
That's really sweet though.
But it is, but it's like, but I still get mad. I'm still like, you don't care about me. It
was so crazy. I didn't expect that for 1 second. I was actually really excited to see him that vulnerable. Turns out it was actually quite scary.
No, because then it's on you. You're the responsible one. You have to take care of it.
Yes.
They don't talk about that part. They never talk about that part.
I did not expect it. I don't know why. And also, like, I don't know, dental stuff is just so intense. I have to say, like, even just now, he's already better. Yeah, it's kind of like getting like next to brain surgery. That's what my therapist said. I was like, didn't think about that. But he feels already a lot better.
I'm screaming. You know what I love about you, Melissa, is that you and I kind of do the same thing. We're like, we don't expect, people will tell us, oh, that's going to be crazy. Like, that's going to be hard. And we'll be like, no.
Like, it's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine. And then it happens and we're like, oh, how dare it.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Yep.
You're like, we can't stand it.
People warn me and warn me. I never take it.
I literally was like, you know, there's so much they don't tell you about pregnancy. And Marie was like, there's so much, like the pregnant people say the same stuff over and over. Everything you're saying, they say that. And I was like, cool.
Well, people
doesn't
really
feel real until it's happened to you. I don't want to hear
many people, a dog is a big responsibility. Are you sure you're ready for that? Are you sure you're ready to have a dog? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you guys are insane. I've dogs had 1,000,000 times. I know what I'm talking about. It's going to change things. It's going to change things for you. No, it's not. You fucking idiots. Changed everything. Literally changed every single thing. Crazy. You know what happened to me recently? I think I just got out of it right now. I got evil-eyed about the dog.
Who said that?
This girl. I won't name names. Never did I think, like, I'm talking about the dog. Everyone's like, oh my God, he's doing it. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's the best. She goes, any regrets? Didn't even occur to me to have a regret. I was like, no.
It's my child.
No, it's my fucking child. And then all of a sudden, little things started happening where I can't do that because I have a dog. The dog needs to go here. I have to pay for training camp, $2,000. Like all these things where I was like, this bitch evil the fuck eyed me. And it didn't.
Does she have a dog? Does she have a pet?
No.
No, she doesn't. Hater.
Yeah, she's really not my vibe. But it truly never occurred to me to have a regret or have any situation until the bitch evil-eyed me.
That's so
But
negative.
now I'm out of it. We picked him up from training camp. He's been such a sweet angel. We went to Pennsylvania together. It's really, you know what it felt like? Gilmore Girls. Me and Gio.
Is Gio Rory?
Yeah, obviously. What? Gio's Lorelai?
No, I just was checking.
Duh. I'm Lorelai. Gio is Rory.
Yeah, you've been going to Pittsburgh a lot.
I have been going to Pittsburgh.
You're a good granddaughter.
Thank you for saying that.
I'm proud of you for being a good granddaughter. Because I think people don't, especially in our age, living in the city, like, we don't prioritize people don't prioritize their grandparents. And they should. You know, because we're all going to be grandparents maybe one day.
See what happens.
I don't want to get left
Gio
behind.
Has kids.
No, when you make me a baby.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I
truly don't have an option. Like, that's my girl. That's my dad's mom. My dad's dead.
Yeah.
My dad's dead. Not that I think I would be behaving differently if
but you have a connection
but it's
with
like
her.
So strong. It was actually so insane. Like, we just sold her house. She is alive, which thank God. I think like if we waited until she passed to do this house, I would be a pile on the floor weeping. Yeah. But like literally finding historic shit, like it would. I can't even explain it. Like, my grandfather, I didn't really realize this about him. Like, we always knew they had a cool basement, but he just made it's like an exhibition or like.
You showed it to me. It looked like a party place.
He just decorates. Yeah, he like on all of the closets. He built a bar on all the closets. He put like men, women, but they were just like, you open it and it's like cans of food. You know what I mean? It's like jokes. All of these like. He had a tiger room where it's like all these pictures of tigers, a tiger couch, tiger chairs. I thought he just bought all this stuff. He upholstered all of it. Like, we flipped it over. It's just like staple gunned to the bottom. I was like, this bitch went and bought fabric and made a whole room
on his name.
It's crazy. So then I was like, I have to save all of this. So I get a fucking storage unit. I took her bedroom set, everything. Like, I was just like, all of this is like too historic. And I was like, why am I going so crazy? It's because I moved so much as a kid, 1,000,000 different houses. This is our childhood home.
Yeah.
It's like the only house I've had that's consistent. So yeah, I had a big dilemma. I know, it was so emotional, and a big dilemma where I was like, do I go to Fire Island for the day?
And I was like, you don't.
I couldn't. And it made me so sad because like, you know, a few years ago even, last year, I would have done the crazy thing, which I have done before, because you can get the Long Island Railroad to the air train and get on a flight at JFK.
That's
and
madness.
I have almost missed a family vacation doing that from Fire Island before.
I hear
but I was
you,
like, I would have done it again. And that like gives me energy and makes me like, whatever. But
you
Frank
thrive on that. You thrive on that, and you have the energy that no one has.
And like I couldn't do it because I had little Gio by myself. Frank was still in Mexico, and that was dumb. Like, what, I'm going to show up all twisted, coming down off of whatever, pulling up to Pittsburgh cross-eyed to like clean out my grandma's house. Literally. Like, no, don't do that. But then I was like, fuck, I'm a grown-up. I'm a mother.
You're grown up, you're a mother, but you're also a granddaughter, and you were being such a good granddaughter, and you will never, ever regret that.
You know what? I won't. I just like was like, instead of doing two things half-assed, let me do like that one well. And I am obviously glad that I did.
I just think about when you talk about your grandma and going to see her, and like when you're like, should I? And I'm, you know me, I'm right behind you, and I'm like,
I know,
go,
of course,
because I just loved my grandma so much.
I know, you're really the only one that gets that.
She was like my everything, and all my memories of her.
Such a soulmate thing.
It's such a soulmate thing. She made me who I am today.
I know.
All my memories of her, and like my Aunt Emrin, who's like my grandfather's sister, but her and my grandma were really close, and they were just like two little old ladies that I hung out with all the time, running around with them. And they were so funny, and like things about them to this day that like I know are ingrained in me.
Totally.
And it's like, I will never, ever let those memories go. Like I was talking about a memory, like
it's heaven. It's absolute heaven.
To be close to someone who's seen so much and who like has seen the world and then sees you for who. That was my thing with my grandma.
To have someone like, I know this is literally humanity and like the common experience, but to have someone like, I can't imagine like watching someone from a baby and then into like adulthood, and then maybe they have a baby. That's so crazy. I know that's the dumbest sentence ever. That's literally what life is.
It's not dumb,
but
it's real.
Kind of is crazy. Like she's seen me like the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
And she loves you for who you are.
She's literally like, you were like, I held you. I was like, that's my baby. I was like, that's so crazy. It's just wild. It's just wild. And it's just fun as hell. Like they're everywhere we go, whenever I'm like out with her and her sisters, are all like these little Lebanese ladies with these little like afros. So they look exactly the same. They're all like running around every single place. They just like walk in like they own it and everything. And then everybody recognizes them. Not because they're like know them and talk to them. They're like, oh my God, they're there. Like the post office people. They're just, it's like they're famous. It's so funny. Whatever. So yeah, it's just like every time it is crazy to go. I'm like, I'm driving 7 hours or taking a 40-minute flight that actually is 7 hours by the time you get to the airport and all that shit. So it is like a commitment to do like what, once a month. It's so worth it. Every time it's so worth it. I would never regret any of it. It's it's like one of my things that I'm doing right now. It's like having like an
extra job,
a side gig. Yeah.
Like a side gig, yeah. And but it's so worth it. And you
I
do
know,
it for free
it's amazing.
any day.
I know, it's amazing.
My grandma was such a like proper lady. Like such a like very like Jackie O vibes. Like
my grandma's obsessed with Jackie O.
Yeah, yes. I mean, this their generation.
I'm always buying her books.
Generation like of just like being classy, being a lady,
I know.
being very well dressed, being very into like manners and being proper. And I was like just a fucking wild child, talkative. My grandma was very quiet, soft-spoken. I was loud. I was like a drama queen. I was like, I'm gonna be an actress. I was just not the child you would think would be like her bitch.
Right.
But me and her were like this. And she was so like, go off queen. Like she just was like, you know what? That's how you are. That's who you are. And people, when I was little, she talks too much and she's this and she's that. But my grandma would be like, just leave she alone.
It's so invaluable. That's so invaluable to just have like good people who are just like, actually be yourself.
Yeah.
I got really mad recently. I was like mad that I wasn't parented better. And like in such a visceral way this week. I don't know what came over me. I was just like, God damn it. Like I don't know. I don't remember what I was watching. It was someone who had like a really good, they said like, I have a really good home life. And I was like, fuck, that would have been so cool. I was so mad about it. I was like, obviously I'm experiencing a huge range of emotions this week for no reason. It just came out of Nowhere.
What I will say is the older I get,
Or maybe
the more
it's housing.
respect.
Actually, I'm going through a lot of shit.
The more respect I have for parents.
I have to get over
because
it.
Even if I didn't agree with everything that my parents did, which I'm not even saying that, because I would say I have great parents. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But I there are things I would do differently, and I'm going to do differently, obviously. But I have so much more respect because I'm like, damn. When I think about it, my mom was younger than me when she had me, and she was in her 30s.
Yeah.
I think she was 32.
Are you starting to think about that? Wait.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Are
you starting to get a game plan together? Like what kind of like parent you're going to be? That's so nuts.
I
haven't even thought about this. I keep just thinking about you having the baby.
I keep thinking all the time about what kind of parent I'm going to be.
What are your...
I think I'm going to be really strict.
Okay.
I could see myself. Well, here's the thing. This child has made me go to the hospital so much.
Yeah.
I don't fucking have time for him to play around. Like, he better be fucking smart. He better go to, like, I want a top 5 Ivy League. Like, he better be a goddamn doctor the way that he had me in and out of the hospital. Like, I'm going to try not to put too much pressure on you. And I'm going to try not to, like, be like a tiger mom, like one that's like, you better have good grades. Like, but also in my mind, I'm like, you better have good grades. You better go to an Ivy League school. You better make me proud of you. You better speak 6 languages. Like, I'm feeling that right now, but I'm also going to be like, chill. I'm also going to be like so fun. I'm going to be a fun mom, but also I'm going to be like. I
think you will. Okay. I mean, 2 very different vibes, but I could see you being both. I think that you will create a fun and lighthearted household, which is great.
Yes.
However, you're obviously going to mean business.
I'm going to mean, I have to.
But also you're going to get to be fun because Hamide is going to mean business.
Absolutely.
So that's really nice.
I think so.
Everything is dynamics, isn't it? Because if Hamide was like running around or like a drunk or something, then you'd have to be like fucking strict and stressed out.
Yeah. I said I get to be run around and be a drunk. And then Hamide can be like, I'll be strict about the schoolwork, but he'll take the time. That's the other thing. This child, that's Hamide's son. And he's going to have him with him.
You keep saying that.
Because
take him with you.
Take him with you. You go to the grocery store, take him with you. What do you do? Take him with you. That's your son. Go be with him.
That's going to be his Rory.
Yeah, that's going to be his Rory. And then like I'll be like the fun, like pop in and out.
I hope that happens for you. And for me, that would be really nice for me if you were not so weighed down.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, well, we still have to go on our vacations.
I know. But I think we will.
We will.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
And like if we do something chill,
I'm not bringing the baby.
Okay, go.
I'm not going to want to bring him in the beginning. Come on. In the beginning, I'm going to be like, get me.
In the beginning, you're going to have to.
No,
right?
In the beginning, I'm going to need to leave him home with. Once he's not on my tit, he can stay home with his grandma and grandpa and his father.
True. Okay.
What? No, I'm going to want a break from him. I'm going to want to.
Yeah.
I mean, I texted Melissa yesterday and I said, do shrooms go bad?
You did, yeah.
Because I needed to know.
And I said, no. You said what? You said you were going to put them in your dad's cake for the baby shower, you absolute little demon. As if drugging your father once wasn't enough. Well, he hasn't been through enough.
He's been through enough, but the first time I drugged him was by mistake. This time I would do it on purpose. But I think that those shrooms are too old now.
I don't think shrooms go bad.
Someone told me they have to be in the fridge.
Yeah. Oh, really? I thought you were like, yeah, they're kept inside. You can do it. No. Oh. I'm really relaxed about refrigeration. I don't believe in a lot of that stuff.
I didn't know they had to be in the freezer. I literally just found them in the bag because I'm doing a lot of cleaning and cleansing right now.
Right.
Are you coming tomorrow to help me clean and cleanse?
Yeah, I am.
I'm excited to see what that looks like.
I don't know what time I'm going to get there.
Felt she could give birth. She felt she could deliver my baby.
I do think I can deliver a baby. If I were in a position where I had to deliver a baby, I know that my instincts would kick in. Mm-hmm. I think I could just Do
you see her nails?
I'm trying to picture it. Nails? Okay. That would hold me back a little bit. I have one concern.
Encrusted nails.
These are not a fully functional one. Well, you know what? In August, I will have functional nails in case I have to deliver your baby. I do think I could be a doula if I wanted to. I heard that you can get sued to shit.
You can.
Absolutely ruined. And I don't really want.
Well, Mary Kate said that we would be great nurses. that in another world we would be great
we
nurses.
were just complaining about taking care of our husbands for 5 seconds. We're like, we'd be incredible nurses, selfless.
No. I think we.
I think I would. I think I could be a good personality hire nurse. Yeah, for sure. Otherwise,
well, when I was in the hospital the last time, because I've been going so much, I'm starting to feel like a medical professional.
I know.
I was giving advice. Well, I was giving advice to my neighbor.
I love that and respect that.
She was Hasidic Jewish. And she didn't want to. I don't know what the rules are, and I should have looked this up. Do they have something against MRIs?
I don't know.
Because the doctor was like, "Girl, you need to get an MRI because we need to know
no.
if you." And she was like, when she came in, she was like shaking and feverish.
There's different levels of stuff,
but
right?
The MRI is how they can see if you have an infection, and that's how I found out.
You gotta get that
about
right.
These are my scars from my gallbladder surgery.
Boy.
So I was like, so then when the doctor left, because she was like, why? She didn't want, and I went over there and I was like, I showed her my, maybe this might have been too much for her because she was like full Hasidic.
Yeah.
But her husband wasn't there and I was like, look what happened to me.
Yeah,
like,
you got to get the
MRI.
I have something that I think is really important that you have absolutely not responded to, which is that you need to be olive oiling your pussy. Get your holes
Do you
stretchy.
understand what that means?
Yeah.
First of all, how am I going to be olive oiling my pussy? My stomach is so big right now. I can barely get down there to wipe.
Then
nevertheless,
how
shave. How many is not doing that?
I think you should. I don't think the bouncy ball.
I teased him.
She's like, I got a bouncy ball. I'm
you
doing
don't even
this
know
on the
about
bouncy ball.
No,
how is that going to help you when it's stretching all into one hole?
This is how you stretch the hole. You do this.
Okay.
You do this.
I do think the skin needs to be moisturized.
Babe, the skin is moisturized. It's not dry down there. Let me tell you something about pregnancy.
I know it's not dry.
Nothing is dry down there. It's wet down there all the time when you're pregnant.
I don't doubt that for a second. I just think, I don't know, maybe it's the, Middle Eastern in me. I do think that you should put some olive oil down there. For me, I feel better. I'll feel better.
I'm just like, I can't do it myself. I do not think Hamid is going to do it. I think that's too far for him.
At our show, someone said your girlies from Queens, Gina and the sisters.
Oh, I think Gina said she did it for Jem.
Yes. And I was like, at the time, I was like friendly with my sister, and I was literally like, she will not even pick me up from the airport.
Kendra wouldn't do that. Kendra wouldn't do that for me.
If you were literally like, will you olive oil my pussy? I would do it for you in 100% second. Yes, I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, fine.
Okay, great.
Tomorrow, olive oil my pussy.
Great. Strap in.
Oh yeah, no. You've got to take those off first.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am due, but.
Yeah, you can't do it like that.
I'm not sure I'm ready to get rid of these.
I don't know. Kendra's like, do you need me to be in the delivery room? I'm like,
well,
I mean,
I'm running that guest list. I'm running that guest list, and
you're running the guest list. I was like, well, you are a nurse. It would be nice.
How many do you have?
Make me want to kill you.
How
I don't
many
know.
girls? How many guys?
I have to ask how many people are allowed.
Yeah.
How many said he wants to be there? But I'm like, are you going to help me, or are you just going to be there?
Of course he's going to help you. And he has to be there.
What is he going to do to help me?
Oh, another thing I saw, I think I sent you this on Instagram that I didn't know about. They cut the cord too soon.
Yeah, delayed cord clamping. I'm going to do that. Yeah.
Yep.
So my baby
feel like, by everything I've learned on Instagram, I can definitely deliver a baby. I think that's
the problem. That's everything I've learned on Instagram. I can definitely deliver a baby.
I stand by that
Hear
statement.
yourself.
I stand by that statement. I have been receiving a lot of great information. But the cord thing is crazy. And that is something they would do. Get you out of there fast, cut the cord. Who cares?
There's all kinds of stuff you have to research and learn about. They put these eye drops in their eyes. So you have to be like, do I want them to put these eye drops in my baby's eyes? I forgot what they were called. Then there's like different vaccines that they're supposed to get like right away, like a K vaccine and then something else. And it's like, I'm having a boy. Am I going to circumcise him?
Shots. You are, right, or no?
I am.
Yeah.
But then someone was like, it's wrong for you to do that to him when he's so little. You're bringing him into the world with violence. Someone said to me, and I was like,
well, Jewish people are like the oldest culture in the world, and they've been doing that for a long time.
I know. And a lot of cultures do that. And also, I just would like to say, I've seen uncircumcised penises. I don't think, as his mom, I think I'm going to do him a favor and just not put him through that. This is just for me. I'm just saying, like,
well, you know, I love a European man. So
you do love a European man. You do love European man.
I like an uncut.
I know. I just feel like it's
I like
neither.
Both. I like both. I like both and neither. How about that? I like both and neither.
T.
Yeah.
T.
Yeah.
Also, you know what we didn't talk about? We didn't really talk about it being Pride.
Yeah. I'm wearing a gay girl outfit.
Yeah. Are you going to go be gay later?
Yeah.
Fun.
I mean, it's rained out, isn't it? The whole block party. It's Brooklyn Pride. The block party's rained out. But yeah. Some of my girls are there. Some of my girls. Honestly, the most Pride thing that I've done is I've had this clothing swap for like probably like 6 or 7 years. And it's been going like 10 years before that. And it's like the witchiest, best. This is from that. Like just amazing coven style clothing swap.
I go to a fat girl one that I love.
Yeah.
It's for plus size girlies. It's a clothing swap. And you know, we need that.
And I tell everyone who has the best boobs. And it's great.
Oh, because everyone's changing in front of each other.
Yeah. Yeah. And some girls, you know, I threaten them if they say they're going to get breast reductions. It's fun. Did we talk about everything we wanted to get to? I think we got to go. Yep, bouncy ball. It's not enough preparation. I talked to you about that.
Tomorrow when you come over, I will show you all the different exercises that I've been doing.
When you say that, I'm like, I need to do that. My hips are tight.
It's not like I'm just sitting on the ball and bouncing on the ball.
I think that is what I
That's
imagined.
not what I'm doing. I'm doing all kinds of different stuff with it, and it's helping me. And I do like this. And then I do side to
I feel
side.
like I look pregnant too. If we're talking about
it. You don't.
When I was just doing that, I felt pregnant.
I can't wait to be skinny. I have this fantasy that when I'm done being pregnant, I'm going to be skinnier than the way I was before. I don't know why. I just have a feeling.
You could.
I could.
Wait, do you want a C-section or no? Were we talking about this?
No, I'm scared of
you
both.
Don't want a C-section.
At this point, I'm like, if anyone has advice on like which they think is least painful, they both look painful. Pushing it out looks painful.
Yeah.
C-section looks painful. I'm definitely getting an epidural no matter what. Drug me the fuck
too.
up.
I want one too while I'm there.
Oh, you what? Come visit me.
Yeah, while I'm in there, I think they put a catheter in when I pull it out.
They put a catheter in you when you get the epidural.
I've never
pretty
had
sure.
a catheter.
Huh?
I've never had a catheter.
Me neither.
Do you think you're gonna poop?
I hope not.
Whatever.
I don't want to, but it's like it is what it is.
How many times can you societally, it's all kosher, you can shit on someone's
That's
hands.
true. I don't want to though. I don't want to
take advantage.
I mean,
no, obviously I would. But who cares? Who cares if you do?
I don't want to shit on myself in front of all the nurses and the doctors and my midwife,
right.
Hamide. I don't want to shit on myself in front of him. I told you we're not having sex. You think we're going to have sex after I shit myself in front of him?
And never have
you don't want me to get dick again, do you?
I think that you should start having sex this pregnant because just to experience it.
I do kind of want to, but
just to laugh and laugh and laugh about
maybe.
it.
I mean, the one time we did have sex, we were kind of laughing.
Yeah.
Because it is ridiculous.
It's crazy.
It is ridiculous. And I don't know, but I just feel so like, ugh, I don't feel sexy.
You're very sexy.
I don't feel sexy. I feel like I wake up and I'm like walking and my stomach is so big. Oops, I shouldn't be showing my panties. I'm wearing my belly band. Also, it's like I'm wearing a belly band. And the brand of the belly band is called Mom Cozy.
Hold on, let me take off my Mom Cozy belly band. And I get in the bedroom.
And I sleep with my pregnancy pillow, which is also Mom Cozy. Like, I never imagined myself a person to be wearing anything from a brand called Mom Cozy.
Listen, gear is the most important part of pregnancy and I think having a baby. You're just
you need a lot
of gear, also, and it's not gonna be named things that you want to say.
No, it's not gonna be named things you don't want to say. And I'm just stuff I have to put on my registry. I tried to research and not be like an over consumer.
I haven't even looked at your registry.
It stressed me out making it. So she did look at it.
Well, I'm making you a blanket. That's one present.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you mean, but I bought toys.
Yeah, you did. Mary Kate got me some toys, which were really cute.
I'm gonna get you something real good from that list. And something really fun. I have some other ideas. All right, well, I guess we should get going. Mm-hmm. Are you going to come to the gay girl stuff? You should. Why not?
I don't know. I've only got on this heel and I don't know if I want to run around in it. Yeah, but you and I are different. Also, while we've been sitting here, I took off all my nails.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I took off all my nails.
Okay, well, then maybe you can do the olive oil.
Maybe I can do the olive oil because I've just been making myself press-ons.
That's nice.
Because my mom's been, don't put, you can't do your, oh, she's been harassing.
All right. Any closing thoughts? Yeah. Well, actually, I think we should ask the audience if you have any pregnancy tips, advice, suggestions.
And you don't have to have had a baby, just like what you think or like what your
if I'm proof of anything, no, you don't have to have any experience with it at all. And you probably know the most and have the best advice. But I think there are some little surprises that people say, like, oh, there's some stuff that I've learned that I'm not going to tell you about yet. But stuff that people, it's not the common things that like, oh,
what,
everybody
like when
tells
you give
it.
birth?
Yeah. If there's any tips that anyone has or like things that happen that nobody really talks about.
I mean, they say you shake.
Because there's plenty of those surprises.
Shakes. They say you get the shakes that like after you get birth, you're like, get the shakes and stuff. They say you smell.
You smell?
Yeah, they say you smell.
Oh, like what?
Like bad.
Maxine was like, enough talk about that. I'm not talking about you smelly pregnant people.
Yeah, olive oil in the pussy. It's a lot.
You know that's what you sign up for when you own a podcast.
And that's how you end. And that's how we end. You stinky, smelly, pooping, olive oil, pussy ass bitches.